What is up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here. We are back in the world. Well, actually, this is the first time. The first time in the world of RuneScape. Specifically, old school RuneScape, 2007 RuneScape, whatever you want to call it. Specifically, Deadman mode. And this is kind of a preemptive video to see if this is something you guys would like to see. Now, a few things to point out. This game's ancient. It's old school. It's not something that everybody's going to be into or down with. A lot of you guys might find this boring or just flat out hideous, and I can completely understand that. It's definitely not going to be everybody's cup of tea. And it's going to be partially an informative series, i.e. I'm going to be kind of showing you guys more or less what I'm doing, how I'm progressing, what methods I'm using to do what I do, etc., etc. And then the other half of it's going to be PvP. Deadman mode is a specific variation of RuneScape, old school RuneScape, in the aspect that it is a very, 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 very harsh environment. And I can't stress that enough. So what do I mean by a harsh environment? Well, what I mean by a harsh environment is if you get killed, you lose a crap ton of progress. RuneScape is a game that is basically based around skilling or grinding or making yourself better, and then fighting monsters or fighting other people, and that's basically the gist of it. In Deadman mode, it's basically building your character up and then just kicking the ever-loving crap out of whoever the hell you're fighting. Whether that's random people, specific folks, whatever suits your fancy. You can be there's a lot of possibilities here. There's good fights, there's ganks, there's, being a tool bag. There's a lot of options here. So, what happens when you die? What is so bad about it? I mean, it's a game. What could possibly be so bad? Well, first off, you lose everything on you. That's bad for a lot of people. That means, any gear you have, any money, any items, anything you've got, anything you've got is gone. It's gone. Thanks for playing. It's dead, Jim. See you later. On top of that, you drop a bank key. Oh, hello. Well, he's level 36. He could probably give me a run for my money. Let me drop some more of this. I don't know. We could always try. Anyways, so you lose, like I said, all of your stuff, and then you lose the top best 28 items in your bank. So what does that mean, the top 28 items in your bank? Well, the game does a running track based on some voodoo magic and some spreadsheets, and finds out what your best items are, your top 28 best items, and it just drops those on the ground. Well, not on the ground. It gives the guy a key, and the guy gets to steal them all. And there's no way for you to get them back. There's no way for you to prevent that. Well, I mean, there are some bugs in the system that I think Jagex, which is the maker of the game, are going to fix. But for now, for the most part, you lose your stuff on you, and you lose the stuff in your bank. So it gives people a really good incentive, so to speak, to kill people. It's like, well, why should I go bust my ass to try and get X, Y, and Z when I can just, kill somebody that's got it? Well, the other aspect is you lose skills. And like I said earlier, skills are the pretty big selling point of this game. So right here I'm fishing. You can see I have 43 fishing. I have 47 cooking, 47 thieving, and 30 archery, ranged, and a few other things. So if I were to die right now, I have my archery protected and my HP protected. I have thieving protected, which is right here. I have cooking protected for the moment. I may change that. And then I have fletching, which is making arrows, and that supports this skill here. So the ones that are in red are non-protected skills. That means when I die, I lose 50% of them. And you can also see the 28 items from my bank that I'm going to lose. All of these, which is a lot. This would hurt. Well, some of it would hurt. Some of it's not so bad, but anyways. So, for instance, right here I have, 48 fishing? 43 fishing. So I'd go from 43 fishing to 36. Now, that's not, it's not the end of the world, so to speak, but it does hurt. It does hurt. It would slow me down. It would require me to, spend a little time regrinding. And, if I were to die more than once, then it can quickly become catastrophic. I mean, you can really get set back pretty hard. So basically the whole point of it is if you die, it's going to hurt, and it's going to hurt bad. And that's where the excitement comes in, because PvP is enabled anywhere. Town is right over here, so this is like the demarcation point between quote-unquote safe areas and quote-unquote non-safe areas. Now, when I say safe versus non-safe, that's kind of like EVE Online's definition of safe versus non-safe. What it means is, yes, I am safer on this side of the bridge, but I can still be attacked and I can still be killed. The difference is over here, the guards are going to come over and they're going to rickroll your ass. So you're guaranteed to die. Which is okay with some people, because like, let's say me and JJ are playing together and we see you and you've got some stuff that I want and I can kill you. I kill you, I die, you die, and then JJ picks up both of our stuffs. Kind of a good deal. Kind of a good deal. Sort of. It's expensive, but you know, if there's a specific item I'm wanting to get, it might be worth it. And that's basically the gist of the game. So it makes things very exciting. You know, you got to pay attention. You got to be, you know, on your game. You got to be careful. And it makes things wild and crazy, and that's where the fun comes in, so to speak. Now, like I said, I understand this game is old school. Well, it's in the name of the game, and not going to be everybody's cup of tea. I guess my question is, would you guys be interested in watching my progress as I play this game, kind of in my spare time mostly, and as I go from, you know, being a complete newbie of RuneScape to maybe somebody in RuneScape who can actually hold their own? There will be a lot of PvP. There will be a lot of me getting absolutely killed, destroyed, my ass kicked, me getting salty and rage quitting. And then there's going to be some people where I teabag them so vigorously they're going to do death threats and all sorts of cruel stuff. So it's going to be interesting and exciting from that standpoint if you don't find the game a total turnoff. So the question to you guys is that something you want to see? Is it not? Easiest way for you to let me know is to slap the like button, obviously, and you know, leave me a comment down below saying, you know, yes, I want to see this, or not really. Now, keep in mind, this isn't going to affect my other series. This is more going to be a game that I'm just going to play for me in the downtime. I'll be playing it regardless of whether you guys want to see it. The question is, do you guys want to see it? Some of the other alternate interests that I have, there's another version of the game called Darkscape, which is basically very similar to this, but it is on the newer version of RuneScape, i.e. RuneScape 3. So the graphics are night and day different, and there's a lot more quality of life changes that make it even better than this variation. There is also a variation of the game called Iron Man and Hardcore Iron Man. So Iron Man basically is you aren't allowed to trade with anybody else. Well, you physically can't trade with anybody else. And then Hardcore Iron Man is you physically can't trade with anybody else, and if you die, you're dead. So yeah, there's that. So again, kind of cool for some, kind of not. So those are the 3 or 4 different game modes that I'm looking at playing. For now, we're going to be playing Deadman mode. The other added bonus is JJ likes RuneScape. So JJ will at least in some aspect be playing with me. So you'll get to see JJ running around with me, you know, us screwing around together. Kind of think Hexit, except, you know, bitter and stabby stab and cry cry, etc., etc. So the other thing I do want to point out is RuneScape is so old that it uses Java very similar to what is it? Minecraft does, except it doesn't get hooked in with OpenGL and such, which means that my recording softwares don't detect it. So I have to use NVIDIA Shadowplay to record this. Thankfully, NVIDIA Shadowplay is surprisingly a good piece of software. So, you know, shouldn't affect quality. Quality should still be good. The audio may be a little different because some of my audio tweaks I can't do. But other than that, it should be a good series. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. Is this something you want to see? Is it not? Let me know in the comments section below. As always, if you found this video enjoyable, please slap that like button. Make sure you subscribe. I'm going to catch you guys in the next clip.